What's going on, everyone? Welcome back to some more Doki Doki Purist Mod. Now, I want to apologize for the last video I uploaded. I don't know what happened with the recording, but for whatever reason, it just kept pausing and pausing on certain moments. I don't know how that happened. I'm going to get that taken care of as soon as possible. But in the meantime, let's go right ahead and get this one out of the way first, and then I'll worry about fixing up that other one. So I guess we're with Sayori now.
Hey, Heichi.
I glance over at Sayori. She has had her head bowed, kicking absent-mindedly at the gravel on our path.
I might be being nosy, but what were you talking with Natsuki about?
Oh, so that's it. We never really discussed it, and I thought she'd just forgotten. I never seemed to give her enough credit, I guess.
Heichi?
Well, I think you know about Yuri and I, right? Sayori nods, looking me over tentatively.
Yeah?
Well, it's like there have been rumors.
Rumors?
I mean, somebody told me to stay away from Yuri. Sayori seems to have the same reaction I did, confused and worried.
That's mean.
I know, but what can I do? He didn't tell me the why of it. Sayori gives a tiny nod. I figured Natsuki might know about why she's so insulated, but she beat around the bush too. Do you know?
I don't. Sorry, Heichi.
I reach over and prod her cheek, causing her to yelp. Don't worry about it. It's my problem to deal with, okay? Sayori shakes her head, hefting her backpack.
Heichi?
Yeah?
I need you to understand that I'm here for you. We're here for you.
I know.
But do you feel like you're only holding back because you don't trust us?
Sayori peers at me, her bubbly personality replaced by a serious demeanor. Oh, if you have any ideas, I'm welcome to hear them. Sayori nods, pushing the tips of her fingertips together.
Well, why don't you invite her out? Then you can talk about it there.
I was planning to, yeah. She claps her hands together, nodding.
That should work. Just make sure you take her someplace nice.
Nice, huh? Well, I've always enjoyed McDonald's.
Well, you can't just take her anywhere, you know.
Yeah, I know. Sayori skips to a stop in front of my house.
You better make a good impression. I'll be watching.
Don't stalk us, weird girl. I get a small laugh, waving. Keep me honest, okay? Sayori doesn't answer back. A bookstore. That should be easy enough, right? Unless you're me, who spent what should have been my sleeping hours searching up the prime location for what might technically be our first date. In which case, it feels more like pulling out your own tooth. Ow! Why would you equate? Why would you equate finding out where to take her for a perfect first date to pulling out one of your own teeth? Where did that come from? I'm sure she'll love it.
I'm sure she'll love it.
Sayori grins, skipping alongside me as we head up to school. She was the one who helped me put this together, so she might have a point. And she's known her longer, too.
Ah!
Sayori comes to an abrupt halt, eyes wide, while I'm looking around for whatever caused the reaction. She nudges me forward.
It's Yuri. This is your chance.
It is indeed Yuri, leaning on the street corner. Waiting for me? Maybe. I can only hope. I brush the front of my blazer, mouth suddenly gone dry. Sayori nudges me forward.
Come on, this is what you planned, isn't it?
I stumble forward, rehearsing a greeting as Yuri turns to me. Bye, Yuri! See what the date thing, eh? Oh, no, that's stupid. Hey, Yuri, just
Hi there.
That works. We say at the same time. If I could sink into the ground now, I would. At the very least, Yuri looks just as embarrassed. Sayori
told me pass this way.
I glance quickly over my shoulder. The woman in question has already fled the scene. Just as I look down the street to see a small silhouette of her running. Just as well, I guess. Well, here I am now. At least, do you want to get going? Yuri nods quickly, and we quickly fall and step next to each other. I clear my throat nervously. Did you have fun at the festival? It was the first time I had actually helped a club set their booth up. Yuri nods, a smile spreading across her face.
I did. It was very heartening to see students enjoy our poetry.
You mean your poetry, right? Yuri turns visibly pink.
That's not true. Your poems at the least gave me inspiration.
I laugh, which makes her turn to me, a pout on her face. I just write words and hope they stick. That was entirely you, and it was really good.
Well, thank you.
We keep walking in silence, but it's more of a cozy one than an awkward one. As we approach the school gates, I slow to a stop. And one more thing.
Oh?
You're still okay with our date after school?
Oh, yes, definitely.
Yuri perks up, suddenly on edge. Okay, that's great. Meet back here? Yuri nods quickly, grinning still.
I should head to class soon.
Right. She strolls off, leaving me to get to my own class. I know, right now, I won't be able to concentrate on schooling. Win some, lose some, I guess. In the end, it didn't take much more than Yuri and I are on a date to excuse us from Literature Club and for Yuri to turn an interesting shade of burgundy.
You didn't have to do that, Heiji.
Well, yeah, but I didn't want to just buzz off without any warning. Hey girls, Yuri and I have a date, bye! Yuri nods, smiling faintly. Anyway, the bookstore is really close. You might have already been there, actually.
Well, maybe, but not accompanied.
I smile in spite of myself, nudging her with my shoulder. First time for everything, right? Yuri and I walk into the bookstore. To the bookstore I picked for our date. Anxiety swells throughout my body as I'm afraid of the possibility that this won't go well. Luckily, there's a noticeably small number of people currently in the store, making it a great location for a date. At least that's what I hope. So, here we are. Yuri looks over at me, struggling to make eye contact.
Yes, we are.
She looks about as nervous as I am, if not more. Man, what do I even do here? People go to bookstores to shop for books, right? But where do I even start? I guess it'd be easy enough to browse through and see if anything looks interesting. You like horror, right, Yuri? Yuri peeks over at me again and nods her head.
That is correct. I do enjoy horror.
Would you like to look through the horror aisle, then? The nervous expression on Yuri's face returns.
Only if you want to.
I don't think Yuri completely got what I was driving at, but it doesn't matter. We make our way to the horror aisle of books, and I freeze up once we do. Man, now what? I know nothing about books. Yuri's basically an expert, so what am I supposed to do that won't make me look like an idiot? Now you're worried about that? The This guy is clueless. For now, I glance through the various titles. If nothing else, at least I can admire the well-drawn cover art.
Have you found a book you're interested in, Heiji?
Yuri catches me off guard, and I make a small jump backwards. I was just eyeing. I grabbed the nearest book next to me, not taking enough time to actually check what it is. I grabbed a porn!
At the Mountains of Madness?
Yeah, I mean, the cover art looks pretty cool, I think. The empty, snowy landscape makes you feel a little bit of dread, see? I just grabbed the first thing I could reach for. I'm sorry!
Well, that doesn't quite mean the book itself is spectacular, but the front cover does make an impression.
You think so?
Yes, it's interesting how the cover art for a book can be the most iconic thing about it. Even if the writing is subpar.
I still feel a bit lost about how to interpret books and writing as and all that. But it really seems like she knows what she's talking about as usual. I think I'll buy this one then. Is there anything you're interested in here, Yuri?
Well, I go to this bookstore all the time, and there doesn't appear to be any new stocks, so...
Yuri looks away, frustrated.
I should have told you I always go here, so you could have picked a different location. I can't even go without ruining our first date.
Yuri's face falls even further. No, it's not ruined. The location isn't what matters. I still enjoy being with you, even though I know nothing about books.
Really?
Yuri perks up a bit. Yeah, I'm on this date to spend time with you. Sure, it's unfortunate that I picked a bookstore where there's no books you haven't already passed on, but who cares? That's not going to stop me from appreciating being with you. We even talked earlier about how this might happen, and that I was fully prepared for it. Besides, I never even told you the specific location of where our date would be anyway. You have no reason to blame yourself.
Well, if that's how you feel... Thank you, Heiji. I'm enjoying being with you as well.
Awkward silence fills the air. Now what? Well, we both stare at the ground. Let's sit down. Once I buy this, I mean. After quickly purchasing the book, we move to a nearby table and sit down next to each other.
Should we read together again, then?
Maybe later, but I wanted to talk for a bit first.
I see. That's understandable.
So, how have you been?
I've been well enough.
The awkward silence for before returns with a vengeance. Yuri lays her head down on the table, resting on top of her crossed arms.
What am I supposed to do, Heiji? I have no idea how dates are supposed to work. All I'm doing is wasting your time.
No, not at all. Like I said, just me next to you is great. Oh god, I'm so bad at this. Words aren't always everything. Awkward silence is good. It gives us time to ponder our life decisions. Yuri seems a bit calmer after that comment.
I suppose so.
I decided to change the subject. So, I know you're into poetry, but have you ever tried writing your own book?
Well, I dabbled in writing fiction, I suppose. But publishing a book would require me to share my work, and, well, nobody would want to read that.
Come on, Yuri. I don't think you're giving yourself enough credit.
It's true, though.
Please, your poetry is incredible. So I bet that if you tried writing a full-fledged book, it would be amazing.
I'm not sure if you can make that comparison that easily. Writing poetry is much different than writing a traditional story. Dealing with a narrative structure, having to develop interesting characters, and all the other facets of that type of writing. It's a huge undertaking, and it's difficult for reasons other than why writing well-done poetry is difficult. I bet you'd be disappointed if you're ready on my attempts at a novel.
I doubt that. Maybe we could read your work together, sometime together.
If you really want to. Maybe one day.
A smile tugged at the corners of Yuri's lips. Anyway, how about that book I just bought? Let's see what it's like.
Yes, let's.
Yuri and I read the book for a few hours, stopping about halfway through. What do you think of it?
My impressions? It's hard to judge without having read the full story, but I'm enjoying it so far.
Yeah, I'm not an expert on what good horror is like, but I had fun reading it. I think this Lovecraft guy had a dark mind. It was pretty creepy, which I guess fits considering the genre, but this has kind of been a new experience to me. Having you right next to me made it a lot more comfortable, though. Yuri's cheeks quickly reddened.
Thank you.
We should read the rest of this sometime.
I would like that.
I really enjoyed this date, Yuri.
That's right. I had forgotten that this was a date. I enjoyed it as well.
We look into each other's eyes until Yuri recalls from nervousness.
Sorry, I'm still getting used to this.
It's fine, Yuri. We can go as slow or fast as you'd like.
You must really like me, don't you? To be able to tolerate my company and actually enjoy going to a bookstore with me? There's not many people like that. I'm thankful that you feel the way how you do about me.
Hey, I'm sure there's a lot of people out there who would be honored to be in a relationship with you. I'm honestly shocked that you even like me. In a good way, of course.
Less people than you think, Heiji. A lot less.
Yuri seems to be saddened from this conversation. I have to find a way to salvage this. Well, you've got me now, right? And the rest of the literature club too. Regardless of how many people like you, what's important is that there are people who do like you. What more do you need?
I suppose that's one way to put it.
Yuri seems slightly happier after hearing that, chuckling softly to herself. I'd love to spend more time with you today, but it's going to be evening soon, isn't it? We should probably get ready to leave now. Disappointment flits across Yuri's face.
True. I wish we could be together for longer, but I guess this is how it is.
Yeah, sadly so. We hold hands together as we leave the store. As we walk, though, I notice a certain someone on the sidewalk. That guy, he's from my school, isn't he? The one who warned me off. As I stop to look over at him, he spots us. A small smirk spreads over his face as we simultaneously recognize one another.
Heiji?
I look away and begin walking again. Sorry, it's nothing. Yeah, it would make sense to see him around town every once in a while, I think. Why did this time feel so ominous? A premonition? Maybe the smirk? Yeah, that was sort of creepy. Not that it matters, I guess. And wasn't I supposed to talk about the rumors going on with Yuri? Guess I'll have to wait until next time. It's been a week or so since my last date with Yuri. I had planned to talk to her about the rumors I had heard about before, but couldn't muster up the courage to do so. I feel like it's a heavy topic, and I don't want to screw it up. Nothing particularly bad has come up as a result of those rumors, though. As much as I'd love to live in blissful ignorance forever, I'm going to have to talk to Yuri about it sooner or later, so I guess I may as well get it over with. Groggily getting out of bed, I check my phone to see a text from Yuri sent a few minutes ago.
Good morning, Heiji.
At least Yuri still trusts me. I sort of feel bad about that. All the better to get this out of the open. Once I'm done texting her back, I get ready for school and then head off. Once my classes are over, I head over to the literature club, anxiety continuing to build up in the pit of my stomach. As per usual, I spot Yuri reading a book at a desk. Monica and Sari both try greeting me, but it goes in one ear and out the other as I pace over to Yuri. Hey. Yuri turns and notices me. She quickly closes the book she's reading, her finger caught between the pages she was reading as a pseudo bookmark.
Ah, hello, Heiji. I apologize for not noticing you as you came in.
It's fine, don't worry about it. There's something I wanted to talk to you about, though. A vaguely nervous look crosses Yuri's face. See, there's, how do I even word this? Basically, there's, you have big boobs. I'm a stuttering mess right now.
Take your time, Heiji.
I managed to blurt out what's on my mind. There's been rumors about us.
What?
Way to go. this guy, who's one of my classmates, he came up to me. He said something about there being incidents involving you and that I shouldn't get caught up with you. I know it's not true. Yeah, it's definitely not true, but what are we going to do, Yuri? You know how rumors go. They keep getting worse and worse until, a melancholic look passes over her face. And this very ominous heart-beating sound is coursing through my ears. Oh, accompanied by very soft music. Yuri?
This was a bad idea from the start, wasn't it? I knew that all I would do is cause problems for you. I'm sorry, Heiji. This was all a mistake.
I noticed Malika hesitantly come over.
Is everything okay over here? I'm not entirely sure what's going on, but perhaps you'd want to do this outside of the club room? I mean, you don't have to take my suggestion, but are you alright?
We're fine, Monica. Just please let us figure this out ourselves. Monica nods silently, going back to and guiding Natsuki and Sayori to the far side of the classroom. I really just don't want to end up dragging anyone else into this.
Heiji,
Look, Yuri, the rumors don't seem to have gone too bad. If they did, we'd probably be hearing more of them, right? Not necessarily true, but it's what I'm going with for now. First, we need to calm down. How about we just go out someplace after school? Yuri still seems frightened.
Are you sure?
Yeah, it'll be a great way to take our minds off of all this. Because if we do decide we want to do something about the rumors, then we should make sure we're calm first, right?
I suppose that might take off a bit of stress. If you absolutely think this will work, then I can oblige.
Then we can leave right after school. Even we'll go to a park or something. That sounds fine, right? I say that, but I think I'm just as anxious as Yuri is. I don't even know if going on a date will work, but I have to try. Once literature club is over, Yuri and I get up together and walk outside the school. We have each other. I know for a fact that we'll be fine in the end. A gentle breeze blows past. The sun shines through the clouds, warming the air to just the right temperature. That sounds lovely. There's nobody here but us. Nobody but us to enjoy a perfect date at a park. This is a pretty nice place, huh, Yuri? I turned to Yuri, sitting next to me on a bench.
Yes, this location is quite nice. It's incredibly peaceful as well.
Yeah, the real highlight is getting to spend time with you, though. I motioned for Yuri to scoot closer to me.
Really? Are you sure that's okay?
Of course. We're on a date after all.
I suppose that's true.
Yuri slowly scoots closer to me as I put my arm around her. This is great, isn't it? Or at least good, if nothing else.
This is nice, I'll admit.
That's what I thought. I feel kind of bad that I didn't pick this spot for our first date, but whatever.
The fact that you're considering not to feel remorse for even small things like that, my feelings for you keep growing stronger, Heiji.
After saying that, Yuri quickly scoots away. Whoa, you okay, Yuri?
That was too forward of me, wasn't it? You must think I'm trying to take things too quickly. I'm sorry, Heiji.
No, Yuri. I'm perfectly fine with it. I find it romantic, actually.
Are you sure?
Yes, Yuri, I'm sure. Yuri scoots back little by little.
Thank you for not getting upset, Heiji. You know those rumors are false, right? You said you do, but I wouldn't have fault you for being mistaken.
No rumor is ever going to change how I feel about you, Yuri. Even though I'm not totally sure what those people have in mind, I know it's not true. I love you, Yuri. That's all that matters.
Thank you, Heiji.
Day slowly progresses as Yuri and I sit idle in the park. We sometimes talk to each other throughout it, but for the most part, we're enjoying the tranquil silence and one another. You know, Yuri, about what you said earlier, I think my feelings for you are getting stronger too.
Really?
Yuri looks surprised. Yeah, You got a lot of great qualities. I think it's cool how much passion you have for stuff like poetry.
You're flattering me too much, Eiji. But that's something I like about you too. The way you respect me, no matter how involved I am in my interests.
Yuri looks up at me and leans in. I follow suit. Our lips are barely inches away from each other. Closer and closer. Uh-oh. Did I lose the sound again? Oh, okay, that was just the end of the sound there. Damn it. What? It's not supposed to rain until tomorrow. The moon is ruined as this. Oh. The moon is ruined as the sky splits open in a fit of thunder, dousing us in rain. I take Yuri's hand and make a break for it, pulling her through the streets. We manage to find some shelter, even if it's not much.
I should have tried sooner. I'm sorry, Heishi.
No, it's fine, just not something I expected. The rain pours harder. What do we do now?
We can spend some more time at your house. But only if you want to, of course.
Yuri is flustered, but I understand what she's saying nonetheless. We can go back to my house, sure. Might as well get up now before the rain gets any worse.
I agree.
As we dash up to my house, I open my front door and we step in. Much better. Want to see Yuri?
Seeing as you're offering me one, it'd be rude for me to turn it down.
Yuri makes her way over to the living room couch and sits down as I proceed to sit down next to her. The couch will end up wet, but it's not something I really care enough to worry about right now. And if I had known it was going to rain, I would have brought an umbrella. Yuri shivers.
It's fine. You didn't know it was going to rain.
I know, but you seem pretty cold. Yuri realizes that she's been slightly shaking.
I can live with it. I hope I haven't gotten your couch wet.
Yuri quickly tries to get up. Hey, it's fine. Sit back down, please. I care more about you than dumb couch. Yuri is reluctant, but slowly sits down again. Here. I take off my jacket and give it to Yuri.
Huh?
Alright. The outside's wet, but the inside is still warm.
Are you sure?
Yep, that's why I'm giving it to you.
I see. Thank you, Heichi.
I can't let my girlfriend freeze to death, can I? Yuri quietly laughs.
Even though the rainstorm interrupted our date, isn't the sound of the rain incredible?
I don't know if I'd put too much thought into appreciating it, but it's kind of nice in a way.
Yes, the magnificence of the constant droplets accompanied with the thrashing sounds of lightning. It's truly beautiful.
I can see where you're coming from. Huh? Okay, I'm hearing things. Yuri's arms are tightly wrapped around me.
You must be cold too, Eiji. Why don't we warm each other up? You may hate me later for doing this, but I wanted to at least give it a try.
I mean, sure, I've got no complaints about this. Alright, my arms around Yuri as well. Things are definitely heating up in some sense, at least. We sat there for about 20 minutes, just listening to the rain pour down. Bzzzt. My pocket vibrates with a notification. On instinct, I take my phone out to see that the new email message has been sent to me.
Eiji?
It's nothing, just an email. I'll read it as quickly as I can. But as I scan this email, something is very, very wrong. Subject, freak alert. You guys know how much of a freak Yuri is, right? I mean, we've all seen the scars and we've all seen how she acts too. She gets turned on from cutting herself. Kind of messed up when you think about it, you know? Actually, even if you don't. But hey. Oh no. So right, she's a loser. Whatever. I mean, every school has its freaks. You know what's even more messed up though? She's dating Eiji. Yep, you heard right, folks. Someone in the school was either desperate enough or just as much of a freak to date fucking Yuri. No. Please, no. Really, can you even guess what absolutely horrifying crap they do? I bet they both get turned off from cutting each other. Is that even legal? Legal? Probably not. But let's be real. Do they care? It's just really funny, but also kind of absolutely disgustingly awful. Why can't I stop reading this? Why can't this all be a bad dream? And you know what? I can see it now. Once they're done cutting each other, Yuri gets all hot and bothered. And then, well, I won't finish that sentence. But you know what they do, though? I'd be willing to place bets. The truth's out there, folks. Matter of fact, I'd be willing to place bets on what Yuri's other fetishes are, too. Blood play is an obvious one, but what else? Probably something super gross. Piss. I expect nothing less from her. I wonder what Heiji's fetishes are, though. Think they're better or worse? You know, in a way, I'm happy to find out all this. You guys know what it feels. You guys know what it's like to feel bad about yourself, right? But knowing that freaks like these exist makes me feel a bit better about myself, honestly. I hope that makes all of you feel better too, for not being human garbage. So yeah, I was just warning everyone. Long story short, stay away from Yuri and Heiji. They'll probably go slicing up anyone nearby when they get the urge. So I want to make sure you all stay safe, alright? Peace! This can't be real. I look, and of course, this message got sent to my whole school. Why would it have been anything else? It's the natural progression of the rumors I thought were beneath us.
Eiji?
Here I am now. What do I do? Did the message get sent to Yuri too? The message did get sent to Yuri. What the hell am I supposed to do about it? What the hell can I do about it? I feel like puking. Screw this. Bzzz. I get another notification and it's a second email. Subject, what's up, Frico? It's from the asshole that sent me the mass email. That sent the mass email, of course. This message is addressed to me specifically. Hey, Eiji, you know I hadn't planned on calling you by your name, but I think the students of our school need to know the what's what when it comes to you. Hope you like the new nickname. Either way. But seriously, how are you doing? I bet you and your girlfriend are cutting yourselves like you always do. I mean, sorry if I'm interrupting anything, if that's what's happening. Anyway, I was saying your girlfriend didn't get a notification for the email, right? I didn't send it to her, but I'm going to shortly after sending this, so each sentence I read feels like a physical blow, a dozen knives twisting in my chest. But you're freaking out, huh? But hey, you freak us out too, so it's basically karma. I drafted this email earlier today, you know, just thinking of the face I know you have right now. Now you may think I'm doing this to get something out of you, but really, that's not it. Like I said, I'm trying to keep everyone safe. I know for a fact that sickos like you and Yuri can't be trusted. I mean, we've been down this road before with just Yuri, but another guy too? I'm only doing what's right. You get that, yeah? I But enough of that from me. By the time you're done finishing reading this message, you're going to hear a wonderful little jingle on your girlfriend's phone. I wonder what that jingle is going to play for. What will her notification contain? I think you've already got a good guess what it is, though. Unless you really are that stupid, which wouldn't surprise me, but whatever. The real question is, how will you react? Okay, I'm done. Later, freako. And please, take a shower, would ya? Thanks. Alright, I'm going to save that reaction for the next episode, guys. This just got real fast. Alright, if you guys enjoyed, leave a like, comment down below. The link is in the description to the playlist if you want to see everything that's happened in the story so far. And subscribe if you're new. And I'll catch you guys in the next episode. Take care.